at Twin Peaks here in Camelback. You can just come on out. Already a great crowd. Everybody enjoying some libations and having some dinner, or I should say afternoon lunch here at Twin Peaks. The ladies are here, and all of the baseball games, the horse racing, the golf, everything are on the big screens here at Twin Peaks. And we are going to talk first round of the British Open. It's always fun when we have Steve Jones on, PGA Champions Tour player, 1996 U.S. Open champ. But I have to open the show because Steve sent us a picture of him holding a very nice sized trout.
Huge.
He is fishing in Montana. But, Steve, I need the whole story. You said you lost other fish. What happened?
Now, we were wondering if we had that big old fish fry going on.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's brutal. That's a sore subject. Yeah, we just actually caught quite a few today, and kind of had a little snag there and lost them on the stringer, unfortunately.
How do you lose?
Never happened to me before.
So Steve, how many fish do you think you lost?
Yeah.
And how many pounds of fish do you think that you lost when this string of fish wasn't secured on your boat?
Well, legally, we only had about 6 fish on there, but illegally, maybe 20 or 30. It was going to be a good fish fry tonight, so, oh well. Now, of course, after that, hour and a half ago, that happened. We haven't caught one fish.
That's great. That's great. All right, Steve, let's turn to the British Open real fast. Hey, they had great conditions today. The wind didn't really blow up until later in the afternoon, but no rain. The sun was out. The tide was out. It made it very picturesque. Your thoughts on what you witnessed on day one of the British Open on that course?
Yeah, I actually got to watch some of it here on the river, believe it or not, and this morning early. But yeah, it's all about the weather there. If you don't have the wind or rain, if you get that 5 to 10 miles an hour wind, of course it's going to be gettable. I think at this course they have a lot of bunkering that is in play off the tee, so without the wind bouncing around a little bit, but if they get to blowing, it could become a bigger factor. So yeah, that's a big thing. It was a cool story with Matthew Jordan. I guess he's won 3 club championships there and played pretty well there, so he knows the course well. So it's kind of cool to see a guy like that play well.
Yeah, he's -2 currently on the day, shoots a 69. When you play these courses, are they truly pub links courses pretty much, and you got the wind with you, against you, sideways, and how much knowledge is like a Matthew Jordan, not that he's going to share any of that knowledge, comes into play, understanding what you have to deal with?
Yeah, that's huge. It makes it so much easier. You can not play your best golf and still finish under par. I think a lot of those guys that know those courses really well. But it's all conditions. You play it in the morning, it's not blowing. The afternoon it blows 30, and you're going to be way ahead of the field. So, kind of flip of the coin. Who gets the best conditions, that really makes a difference.
It's interesting, Steve, because you look at the leaderboard and you see you only see 4 American flags in the top 15 or so, and you just wonder, does it play into the hands of the European players in reference to this kind of course, this kind of play?
Yeah, it definitely can. I mean, I think we definitely have enough good players that know how to play those courses. It's just we'll see what happens the next couple of days. But I definitely like Brian Harman's been playing really well, and obviously some other guys, Scheffler and different guys, and Spieth is right there, so he's won before. So it's going to be pretty exciting. I'm definitely going to be watching this weekend.
How about Stuart Sink? -3. One of the old guys out there shoots a 68.
Yeah, I talked to him the last at the PGA Senior, and he definitely said he wanted to keep playing. He's got a chance to, move up the money list there, and he said he's going to keep playing. But I think the Champions Tour, I think he finished second and third or something the last few majors he played in, and gives him a lot of confidence. And then he goes back to the regular tour, and you start keep making birdies, and he knows he's playing well, and he wasn't ready to give up the regular tour yet, and rightly so. He still hits it long enough, and he's definitely got an all-around good game.
Steve Jones is our guest on the Right Toyota guest line. All right, I was just waiting for you to come on the show so I could fire this question at you. In your golfing time on any course, have you ever taken out a putter and putted in a bunker because you couldn't get the ball out with your sand wedge, so you had to putt it to move it to a different location in the trap before you could hit the shot?
I actually saw that replay, but no, I haven't had to do that. I have putted out of bunkers before, as did Tom Purtzer when he won Colonial years ago. But some of those bunkers, yeah, you just got to get it back in a position where you can at least try to get it out.
I was shocked when I saw that.
Well, and then to see so many guys either go right, left, or as Jimmy alluded to, putt to a spot where you have a good shot. I mean, can you carry your own ladder on your bag when you go over to the British Open to get down in those bunkers and get out?
Yeah, you want to stay away from as much as you can. That's for sure. And I think I'm not sure Tiger hit very many drivers when he won, and he just wasn't hitting them in the bunkers, and that was the key.
I'm real curious your thought. I mean, when we watch it on TV, it just looks like a goat trail. It is what it does. You've been there. You've played on those links courses. What's it like? And please give our listeners the difference between being there and then in that rough with the fescue and everything as compared to what you see in the States.
And what time do they take the goats off the course so you guys can play?
I've definitely played courses over there in Wales where they had sheep and goats on the course. Actually, it was a public course, and that's funny you say that because that's kind of what you think of. But no, it's I love that type of golf. I just think it's so different that we get over here, and there's obviously places like Bandon Dunes and Sand Valley and different places in the U.S. that you can go get that experience. But I love it. It's so different. It's all about conditions. If it's blowing 40 and rainy, it's not fun anywhere. But I love the imagination where, especially when you can get, I can hit shots over 300 yards again, when I play links, if it's downwind. But it's a lot of fun to get that ball rolling and bouncing around. And the greens were always a little bit slow for me. It wasn't my favorite type of course.
3 minutes.
My bullseye, but that was kind of kept me from playing really well. I finished 15th and 16th a lot, but just couldn't break through.
Steve, does the strategy change just based on the weather? Because I was going to ask you, where do you make your move on the front side or back side? Or I guess you don't know until that you look at the weather and the wind and the rain on when you can be aggressive, when you can.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it could switch around on you a couple times, and you just don't know. But you just try to hit your shot and go find it and do it again. And sometimes you get the bad breaks where you play in more wind than the other guy, and sometimes you don't. So that's just the way it goes.
Steve, do you have a favorite in this tournament, or a couple of guys that you favor as we get ready for round 2 tomorrow?
Well, you always, you wonder when is Fleetwood going to
2 minutes
turn it on, because he's just there so often, and obviously all the guys that are up in the top 20, 25, and there's a lot of guys that are experienced, a lot of them guys that aren't. But we're just boating the dock actually right now. Sorry about that.
Sorry,
that's all right.
But it's a lot of fun to see how these guys pull this thing up here a little bit.
Don't fall in.
Yeah, be careful, Steve.
I'll send you a picture of a friend of mine that fell in.
Okay. Oh, I can't wait.
So Steve, leave us with this. That photo we were going to post, but I guess it's gone now. So since all your 6 fish are gone, what's going to be the soup du jour at the
1
cabin
minute.
tonight?
1 minute.
Oh man, we'll probably just make some hamburgers.
That's great. That's great.
Oh,
All right, look, we'll let you dock the boat.
Hey, and to use a golf acronym, just keep swinging, my man.
That's
Just keep
it.
swinging.
You got it.
I agree totally, but I look forward to watching some golf this weekend.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks, guys.
You enjoy your fishing trip. We always appreciate you, Steve. Thank you.
He's probably not happy with us about right now. Busted his chops.
I know.
So wink, wink. They might have had 6